LeBron would consider taking the veteran minimum to stay in Los Angeles. I'm like, why didn't he take it 8 years ago? And he got a little half step on Caruso, and then I think he just didn't want to have to shoot those free throws. I just think
I knew you was gonna get this.
I know he just shies from the back, like I'm gonna shy over here.
Yo, Rashad McCants is loving every second of Skip Bayless, bro. It's ridiculous, man. All right, guys. So the supreme leader of the LeBron hate club, Skip Bayless, says that LeBron James should have took the veterans minimum 8 years ago when he joined the Lakers. Oh my goodness. Let's get into it, guys.
Maybe LeBron would consider taking the veteran minimum to stay in Los Angeles. I'm like, why didn't he take it 8 years ago? Seriously. Because I'm looking at the money he has made as a Laker. It's $347 million, and it just goes up. I'm looking at him, 36, 37, 39, 41, 44, 48, 49, $53 million this year.
Very reasonable.
It's a lot of money.
Very.
And he is the ultimate box office, Hollywood as you can get. I got you. But he gave you an overall playoff record, if in fact it's over now, of 32-31 in his 8 years. 32-31. And since that Mickey Mouse championship that they won in the bubble.
Hardest one in NBA history.
Yeah.
That's what, it's up there.
It's at Disney World.
Yeah, 16-26 is LeBron's playoff record since the bubble. 16-26, that is the worst playoff winning percentage in all of basketball since the bubble 2020. So, yeah, he shockingly to me did accept third wheel role that became second wheel when Luka went down. And I liked the way he played down the stretch, and I liked the way he played against Houston, albeit without Kevin Durant, who didn't even play when he played. In the one game that he did play, he didn't play in the second half. I don't know what happened, but it was just like, here, you can have this one.
Right.
And I liked the hell out of the way he played against Oklahoma City because he brought it every night on both ends at 41, age 23. It was a spectacular showing, even though he did take the shot that mattered the most with 20 seconds left in the closeout game. And he got a little half step on Caruso, and then I think he just didn't want to have to shoot those free throws. I just think
I knew you was gonna get this.
I know he just shies from the back, like I'm gonna shy over here.
Yo, Rashad McCants is loving every second of Skip Bayless, bro. It's ridiculous, man.
Please don't blow the whistle.
me.
Don't blow it. I'm going to shoot it way up off the glass, and it's going to miss badly. All right. So is that the end of his career? Okay. That's just me. You ask. I'm in. Okay. So the point is, would you want him back in that role if he would take the veteran minimum? Yeah, I would. And I do believe they have him by the eyeballs right now because he's born to play in L.A. Hollywood, his whole second career is going to be in Hollywood. And now we know the golf bug, and it bit him. The golf bug bit him bad.
Yep.
And he wants to be in tropical Hollywood 365. You know, he didn't want to have to play a winter in Cleveland or New York or wherever it's going to be. And they know that, and he knows that. So would they want him back for the bottom of the barrel salary for once? The way Tom Brady used to. Tom Brady played 20 years in New England and made an average of $12 million. I know he's a 6th-round draft pick, but come on, man. He was a big hometown discount. Tim Duncan, go look at Tim's last 5 years as a Spur. He's taken chicken feed from the Spurs because he wanted a bench. And did he not have a bench against LeBron and the Heat, especially in 2014 after the big 2013 disaster and the Ray Allen shot? Go look at what the Spurs bench did to the Heat in a 5-game series that they won by a record finals margin because Patty Mills and company are coming in off the bench just raining threes because they go 12 deep.
Yep.
The Thunder go 50.
Anyways, so you heard what Skip had to say, and this guy's a clown. No way in hell do I see LeBron accepting a veterans minimum. at the simple fact that even at age 41, LeBron is still, I would say, top 20 in the league. Okay? Now, there's a big conversation on whether, they're saying Austin Reeves may become a max level player. I don't think he's a max level player on the simple fact that he cannot defend. And I just don't, from a basketball standpoint, I don't believe the Lakers are going to compete in this Western Conference with a backcourt of Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic. When you have Oklahoma City Thunder, you have the Spurs, who was the number one defense this season, and a backcourt of Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic is going to make noise in the West. I don't see it. I just don't see it. So when I think about all that, right, LeBron James is a better basketball player than Austin Reeves. He is. So if I'm LeBron, I'm thinking, even at 41, I was still able to maintain myself. Granted, he did miss a couple of games at the beginning of the season, but he was still able to maintain himself and stay in tip-top shape and be in top form for the playoffs. While you have Luka and Austin Reeves, who clearly weren't ready because they're hurt. Now, I understand sports, injuries come with the game. But at some point, you have to look and think, what are these guys doing in the offseason to prepare themselves for a 82 regular season and playoffs? Because they're trying to compete for chips, right? They are. So Skip Bayless, obviously, he's going to troll. I mean, honestly, some of the shit Skip Bayless says, this guy is primarily known for trolling LeBron his whole career. Like, this guy has made a name off of hating on LeBron. But let's go into these comments, man, because I know he's getting cooked. Skip has never had one conversation with LeBron, but talks like he knows this man inside out because he's watched him for 23 years. The senility and you delusional MFs in these comments agreeing with Skip are just as bad. Seek some fucking help. I agree, Mike. Whoa. Okay. Damn. They saying should be changed. Nothing is guaranteed in life except death, taxes. Skip talking shit about LeBron. Yeah. Shit. Facts. How much is this idiot being paid per year to bump his soup coolers? Genuine question. Has LeBron ever acknowledged Skip Bayless, like once ever said his name? No, and I don't think he ever will. I was liking this new Skip and his way of thinking, but now he's back to talking absolute bullshit. Yeah, like, honestly, I think Skip Bayless has really made his career off of rage bait. Because Skip knows that LeBron has this huge fan base, and Skip doesn't give a fuck about backlash. That's one thing I'll give Skip. He doesn't care. He gives his opinion, and he doesn't give two shits what other people think about. I mean, that level of this guy is he's just stuck in his ways, and you sort of kind of got to respect it in a sense, right? He doesn't give a fuck, right? Expecting any player to take a veteran's minimum when they're still putting up those numbers is pretty detached from how the league works. Talent like that just doesn't clock out of market value. That's the thing. That's why I made the point. Like, who's a better player between Austin Reeves and LeBron James? Because there's this whole talk about, they got to build around Luka and Austin Reeves. What? When you still have King James on your roster? Bro, LeBron is still a better defender, better IQ. Obviously, he was the leading scorer in these playoff series. Austin Reeves had that 30-point game, but it wasn't a loss. Austin Reeves also had like one of the worst games in Lakers in the last 13 years, I believe. I think he was like, 4 for 15, 4 for 16, something like that. Listen, man, this is going to be a very interesting offseason for the Lakers. We're going to really see what Rob Pelinka's mindset really is, because listen, if they think Reeves is just some savior or a great second option to put besides Luka, I feel bad for Lakers Nation, man. I really do. But let me know what you guys think about this topic. Obviously, we know Skip Bayless is a troll. He's obviously made his career off hating LeBron. And when LeBron does retire, I don't think we're ever going to see this guy again. But let me know what you guys think about this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.